Alright. Going on to the last chapter here. Part 1 of Season 14. No Toilet Gets Left Behind Toy Story Season. Now, quite a few races to check out here with Chapter 6, Tumble Speedway. So let's see what we can get started with and how far along we can go. Yeah, I started with the acoustic as well. I never actually switched over to the electric one. I always liked the acoustic better. Started lessons playing predominantly country bluegrass and shifted over to a little bit of rock and modern guitar stuff, and then the last teacher I had was mostly classical and jazz, which was kind of a nice mix across the board there genre wise. Alright, let's see if we can do a stage number 1 here. Loop the loop, last race, win and stun 3 opponents. He probably easy to do. Good old Pete.
Long way from Clower here.
This is electric? Excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you all.
Stun folks with items, so it's 1. 2. 3, 4. I think 3 was all we needed. Crashed into that. I still got 5-seater here, yep. Got that ZZ Top beard for a while back. Shaved that after a year. Dad's actually donated his hair every now and then to that little lots of love thing that they do for making wigs for cancer patients and stuff. Dad's had long hair most of our life, so his is quite a bit longer than ours though, so long enough to have a sniffing ponytail and whatnot. Not quite as long now as it's gotten older, but thins out quite a bit. That Ron Jeremy hairstyle. Alright, good start there. So we're on stage number 2 then. Main hall, color match race. Win and use 3 backward skills.
Don't worry about me. I'm as fast.
I may like to relax, but that don't. Yeah.
Just as one good as the other.
I'll make my honey stay out of my road.
This'll be as easy as flicking a fly off my nose.
Make sure I grab the right item boxes so I actually have items to throw behind me.
To get loose.
So I need to actually get some skills I can use behind me because these aren't it. It's honestly the biggest frustration. Keep getting the same shield skills and whatnot over and over again. So far I've only done 1 backward skill. 2. Kind of wish those counted. Unique skills don't really work that way. 3.
Okie dokie. Gotta pick a pom-pom or two.
4. Hi. Starting to collect too. Throw them away.
Delicious.
I don't know how many I needed to do. It was only 5. Three, okay. We were good then. Alright. Shards there for Angel and Hercules. Don't need either of them, unfortunately. We can make way back here to stage number 3. Village, single skill race. Win, activate 5 manual boosts.
I'll hit every curve you throw at me.
We have both of them as part of the supercharge set now, so I have both up to level 50.
I'll give it everything I've got.
Cowboy mac and cheese. Yum yum. Mac and cheese in any flavor. Always good.
Better stay out of my way.
This one's for you, Phil.
Sometimes add ground hamburger, or sometimes add hot dogs. Or 1, 2, 3. My plans for lunch are to eat it. 4. Usually just look through the fridge and whatever it is that we have for leftovers then. Decide of what I have left over, what it is I actually feel like eating. There's some more pasta salad in there yet. Some turkey burger sliders that I haven't finished up yet. I don't remember what else was still left in there. There's some vegetables and potatoes and green beans and whatnot, but gonna practice driving now? Nice. Ground's close enough. Out of the waters. I have a lot of different flavors and whatnot, vaping and stuff out there. The companies have done other things like had Dr. Pepper flavored ones and whatnot before. They're actually pretty decent. Always like to try new things. Alright, so we're on stage number 4 here. Cascade Ride, Floating Objects Race, win and perform 5 aerial stunts. He's not so much to each their own.
This snowblack pearl. Thou says I must
Yeah, I can't even drink that stuff. Anything that has not sugar in it, I can't palate whatsoever. Diet sodas or zero sugar sodas or anything like that. Not to say there's a certain importance to having a low sugar diet, but I just prefer not to drink soda in that context. Sometimes I'll end up drinking different sodas that aren't like specifically labeled one way or another as diet, or have like a fruit juice or something and get sort of off-brand or whatnot, and start drinking, go like, this is low sugar, isn't it? And then look at the fine print label, it's like low sugar, reduced sugar or whatever, and you're like, okay, yep, explains that aspartame or saccharin or stevia flavor or whatnot that get in the back of my tongue that I'm not particularly fond of. Stunt. That's not getting right. Yeah. Right, it's terrible. Yeah, which is what I said. Foreign dietary. Oof. That's what I wanted. Missed it the first time. It's usually better to jump at. Not anymore. Yeah, it's always funny with some of those things as far as other people's metabolisms and whatnot. Take them in. Alright. Use shards there for guest time, which we can use. Goofy, which we don't have much use for. Actually, just got guest on up to level 40, I think. Gotta wait for that to finish before I can move forward. Go through its animation. Okay, and that would take us to stage number 5 here, but that's where we need to have access to Emperor Zurg, which is the race pass character for this go around. Since we don't have him, we aren't able to move on to stage number 6 either, which would be our mystery race. Who knows what prizes wait behind that? I certainly don't. And it means we'll also have to skip stage number 7. If we don't have the other two, then can't continue along in the pathway there, so this whole segment there we'll just have to detour around all together. We can open up the item box here in the meantime. Some more shards we don't really need. Maybe the Jafar ones I can use, but so. No. Not that I don't need. It's all the newer stuff. But we can move on to stage number 8 here anyway. Cove Speedway, Fog Challenge, win and drift for at least 20 seconds.
Looks like you and I are humanity's last hope. You ready?
Humanity's last hope. It's just a race.
Don't bloody cheat now.
Let's see what you're all made of.
And that bomb hole because I can't see so well. Working on it. So far, my playthrough, I've gotten up through the first 6 major stages. So finished up layer 500 the other day, 600 before that. 'Cause we did them out of order with the split the way it was. Well, I should be able to start off on 700 on Monday, and we're gonna go from there further. Played a little bit yesterday, so we got through 700 and just started up on 100 there. So that was actually kind of a neat looking region, so we're good. Checking it out when we get around to it, I guess. Monday or Tuesday. So not yet. No ways to go. I'm really been using your skill here because I just not really think about it. I have no idea. I've not gone all the way to look that far ahead, so I'm just gonna figure it out as we go along. I know on the actual banana list there are a few that are missing along the way, so that tells me that at some point or another that you'll go potentially backtrack to take up those extra ones that apparently weren't around before, but I don't know how that actually will play out gameplay wise. I'm not sure how many layers there are altogether either.
That's how it's done.
Way to gaze upon the bountiful DK horde. Fear he eats most of them as he collects them, so probably not. Can visit his old treehouse though. That's in a little Easter egg in one of the little bonus rooms. That was fun. Okay, let's see. We continue along here to stage number 9, San Fransokyo Tours classic race. Waiting to perform 9 aerial stunts.
No one's as fast as Gaston.
There we go. So now I can go 40.
So handsome.
Extra shards that we got. Speed. Good enough. Yeah, it was a pretty low level.
No one can beat me.
Yeah, plan to stream in the whole rest of the game, so.
I can do this.
Oh, my God, very loud.
This is your lucky day. You get to lose to me.
Alright, so try to remember to get some aerial stunts here.
Yes.
This is the first one. Second one. Three, 4, 5. Six. Nope, sorry, that one didn't count because I was still in stun state. 5. I only need 9, so we'll get the same 5 next for that. We'll be alright. Makes 10 altogether. 11. Didn't have trash in our way that time. Well, have to remember what to do. Alright. Hey, good morning there, J-Mac. See you. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Just cruising through the final chapter here in the first half of the season. Victory animation there for Oswald. Shards for Kermit, which is always good. How's your Friday looking? Doing well. New Fantastic Four movie coming out here this weekend, so it's probably a number of folks that have a chance to see it already, but need to figure out the movie times on that, so we can try to check that out here later. Okay, moving on to stage number 10 then. Destruction Chaos, classic race, win, dash to 8 points. Okay, dash 2 points 8 times.
I rotated much higher, you betcha.
Yep. Find decent used ones then they're not too badly priced. Don't want to wind up with lemon, of course, but get at least a decent one. 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6. Fenders are nice because I can tell if I've hit them because they generate shield afterward. That was 7. Perhaps technically 8. Surprised I hit them with 300 like that. Doesn't help when people wind up coming from behind and hitting with other item attacks and whatnot, because you can't hit them repeatedly. He's not all of them. His practical choice. That middle gray. Usually the white and gray is your best option. And go see the car houses too. There you go. Gives up the down payment. There you go. Catch up on the rest of it. Starting to get to that age where I should probably visit the doctors more often, but take me fond of visiting doctors, so I don't. Alright, so moving on to stage number 11 here. Jungle Raceway, single skill race. Win, use 5 backward skills.
How about you and me putting together an act? Let's go for it.
Playtime is over.
Let's take this show on the road.
Got me. Shurikens are flying everywhere. What'd you wind up doing? Slide away, does it? That's up one's hand. Burns, typically. Most common, I think. Kind of work that one does with hands or tools and whatnot. You can get pretty beat up that way too. Dad has a couple of half fingers from different things that he's done and worked on over the years. First I've done as a god. Stitches on one of my fingers a while back because I mashed it on some staging trying to move audio equipment around. Still scarred, but it's fine. Also shut my hand in the door once, but that didn't work doing anything. Hurt like chickens though. I didn't break anything, right? Cleaning my apartment. There you go. Always want to be careful at home, as they say. Alright, the extra shards there for mini mouse, which I need. Just keep moving forward here a little bit further. Hope it all gets healed up for you. Yeah, it's typically pretty important. Okay, moving along to stage number 12 then. Return to the village, classic race. Win and use manual boost for at least 20 seconds.
I am quite powerful, you know. Of course.
Anyone up for sushi after this? I don't even have my license.
I'll teach you some respect. Agreed.
Dash, dash, dash. Crawlers I'm not always as fond of because I have a hard time keeping their boost meter going, not racing me around the other racers there. I have them to brawl against. Putting gloves on, yeah. Some of those things that I often don't think about, especially with certain cleaning chemicals, like even just certain things like cleaning bathroom and whatnot. It's like,
I see.
but yeah, it can happen. Things wind up being a lot more caustic than anticipating being, because sometimes it's not even something you notice immediately, it's just the lingering residue of it is enough to start causing issues afterwards. Alright, so moving along here to stage number 13, Joyride circuit, color match race, and then use 5 charge skills. Yeah, it's like the washing dishes and whatnot for an extended period of time.
They do themselves already.
Than just regular soaps and stuff I've had that issue with. Get out of the shower and then I just noticed my chest is like all broken out in spots and going, what the heck? Not using that soap anymore. Mom relatively recently found out she was allergic to certain types of particular chemical that's quite common in a lot of store-bought soap and makeup and related products. So it's been quite a fuss for her to go through to try to find things that she can use without it giving her a rash. Because most of the common forms of all of them contain those same set of chemicals. Missed it. Was it there at the end? I decided which direction I want to go there. Counting down the color change. Alright, I hope that was enough, but I missed some of the boxes and got 2 charge skills on some of them, so we'll see. I have to do it over again. Oh, I needed 5, so it wasn't a high number. That helps. Some stages I have to do like 8 or 9. Alright, just keep going a little bit further along. I was there for Jumba and Dash. And we continue on to stage number 14. Input sprint, going out of its race. Win, stay in the air for at least 12 seconds. I'm focus on doing some aerial maneuvers then. I don't really get a lot of aerials in the Tron stages here, so kind of interesting. Okay, it's since the floating object stage should be fine though.
Makes this thing go.
Of course. Oh, got me. Happy Friday, Saz. See ya. Welcome. Just cruising through the final chapter here of the season. Investing. Any of the challenges done before the first part of the season wraps up in a few more days. Life's treating you well. The red one. Cool one. That's the one. It has a name. Maybe the last turn very well. Alright, a few sirens for some more characters I don't need. And make way to the little midpoint merge here. Stage number 15. Loop to loop, classic race, win, slide on grind pipes for at least 4 seconds.
This Space Ranger.
Buzz let you to rescue.
Time to fly.
How ironic, huh? Well, he was my favorite. Why do I have all these ones and not my favorite one?
Ready or not, here I come.
I'd sell the entire Ninja Turtles team for just one
Finish
muffin.
line.
We have kind of a scatter shot of random Ninja Turtles action figures. I have a few of the regular turtles, but most of them are all miscellaneous characters or weird character variations. It's actually a small grind rail up there that I can potentially ride across if I need to, but 2 existing ones are typically substantial enough. Hard to find, I guess, yeah.
Race complete. Shit.
Use the cool one, everyone wanted one.
Watch this.
One of these leftover Donatellos. Aww. That's the nerdy one. He's actually my favorite. In the Mario. I want to say I have a regular Donatello action figure. Then I have like a rock and roll version of Leonardo, where his katanas are little guitar boards instead. We got Fugitoid, little robot that hangs out with them in the comic books there. They have some version of Shredder. Worm, one of the more random characters we have. Garbage Man, and we got tested by mutagen and mutate into a worm-like creature. He's actually kind of cool looking, but not something I ever saw in like cartoons or anything. So, very left field character. All right, made it up to stage number 16 here. So, one of the mystery races, get a chance to get some extra crew shows there for Karen Beverly. Should be Porky's golden crew member. With some shards for June, but field stand we don't need. Shards there for a few other characters, Lilo and Stitch, and Emperor Christmas and whatnot. We're doing some races here. We don't want a particular race for this, so I'm just gonna make it easy for me and race with Donald. We'll have a higher group bonuses of all the characters I have, so works for me. Kinda creeped me out as a kid, huh? Nah, I don't have that many. Ninja Turtles action figures. I'm kind of proud to say not even a half dozen altogether.
This ain't the roller rink.
Anyone up for sushi?
Just kind of consistent with a lot of the stuff. Probably have about a half dozen Transformers, about a half dozen G.I. Joes. I like the real cool G.I. Joe ones, like they have the olden days where I had like the just Barbie doll, tall ones, but the smaller action figures for accompanying. Sorry, I keep cutting that too tight. Vehicle playsets that go along with. It's in the drawer somewhere, I don't know. Yeah. New ones out now for outrageous prices? Yeah, I'd imagine so. Especially if you're trying to keep them in the context of being a collector's item, then that would usually mean a lot higher price than a kid's toy. It's like Legos have a tendency to work that way. You have like the old basic sets that you can collect just to make little minifig things like that. Little race cars or whatever that we have on our desk. Just typically don't cost very much. They're also not real complicated. Opposed to the larger model-centric sets, whatnot that they have, which are get quite pricey. All the Mario-themed and other Nintendo-themed ones, Game Boy one that they recently added there to their showed off the San Diego Comic-Con or whatever. Bunches and bunches. Always fun to collect. Hit the ceiling. Any favorite one from your collection thus far? Top on Raphael's favorite Ninja Turtle, but give us any favorite G.I. Joe's on the collection there. Oh, sweet. Just look at it here later. Got this time. Alright, 7 out of 10, so we'll finish that up pretty quickly. Next time we get a chance to do some races. Now I'll make our way to stage number 17. 3, 2, 1 launch. Color match race. Win, use 5 charge skills. Do it, Jumba.
Hello. Excellent choice.
This time, I'm winning the prize.
Who's ready for an adventure?
This does not violate terms of my exile.
I missed that one. Rude. Rude. Need for my item boxes. I thought there might have been one on the inside that wasn't. Alright. For 18 we've arrived at. Minnie Mouse is just got the shards we needed as we're going through the challenges here. Just like Estanzo. And get her up to level 40. I have your crew member unlocked yet, but eventually get there someday. Alright, win the race, dash in 2.8 times. We're gonna do that. Dash 8 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ready or not, here I come.
Ready for this. Everyone ready to race?
One, two. Yeah, that was 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. We got him, and then I got pegged by a shuriken. Yeah, that's when brawlers are kind of a bit more fun as a booster when you have folks around that you can constantly just keep constantly generate more nitro from. That was just the whole race there. Open that box, get some extra shards for Oswald. Capsule full of goodies. And continue way along here to stage number 19. Gummies Raceway. Classic race, win, and drift for at least 20 seconds.
Going fast to find who I am. I call Flash's car.
Zoom!
I don't even have my license. Check me out. Wait for it.
Nice timing on that shield. I feel like that's special ability in this stage, but it doesn't do me any good if I'm trying to drift around corners. Scalpers? Yeah, I'd imagine so. I've seen quite a few posts on it from Lego as well as a bunch of other different news media companies and whatnot that share that kind of new stuff, IGN and what have you. That's where I was talking about the collectability and the price points and whatnot on some of those LEGO sets nowadays. The idea is to try to set them at such high price so that they become a collectible commodity, but to that sometimes even make them a worse commodity that way. Now we're Switch 2 in stock in our stores. Nice. Hooray! So you get the money together, huh? One thing at a time. Now the potential is in reach. Appreciate it, Spencer. Alright, continuing along here to stage number 20. Shipwreck Slalom Classic Race. Win and stay in a slipstream for at least 15 seconds, so yeah. Make sure to hold back here to start off our race. Sometimes get caught up in racing fever and push myself too hard too soon.
Think you can outrun the world, eh?
Yeah, they get stuff right now, and I don't have anyone to fall behind. Oh, so many different directions. Last time I raced here, I kept getting reset whenever I went that right direction. I have no idea why. Very frustrating. It wouldn't be from going that direction. It's as I went down the rest of the road, and it's like, you're going the wrong way. So back to before I went that direction in the first place. It's like, well, hard to win a race when you're constantly being pulled away from the final leg of it. I'm good so far. So let's move along here to stage number 21. Hinterlands Dash, Log Challenge, win, activate 9 drift boosts.
I pity anyone who gets in my way. Move out!
Typically tend to drift a lot in a race, so it should work out fine.
Everybody ready to eat my I will win this!
Everyone, shut your chew holes and put on your big boy slacks. Altitude. Style 12 o'clock. All right.
At least they don't have any destruction of the course itself, so I'm not worried about running underneath the. This I still do. Red buzz saws and whatnot. They're littered around. Kinda hard to avoid those.
Fall back.
Here.
Hope y'all were taking notes.
Bit rough. I really don't like driving to the wall that much. Alright, so I was moving forward here, so stage number 22 we will unfortunately have to skip, which will move off the whole second set of the courses here. And we have
Stretch
our
assignment?
This
You
incredible
bet.
up to level 30 thus far, so well short of 42 required to keep progress going that way. So we'll finish off our last race here then, stage number 23, Jungle Tour, Detour, filling out this race. When using 2 unique skills.
Time for a good old-fashioned roundup. Let's
Yeehaw!
ride.
Finish up this Toy Story racer here.
I'd say you've met your match.
Let's get this wagon train a-moving. Heads up! Hang on!
Bouncing up high enough there.
I did it! Heads up! All in a day's work.
I sure used 2. Oh, I'm good. No, they pop up very frequently. Alright, that brings us to our rewards box here. There's our fancy hunk of shards there for Forky. Finally get him unlocked.
Oh, yes! It's really happening! Let's do this together.
Woo, woo. Yeah, there's a unique skill with this. Trash and spork stabby slingshot thing that he does. It was kind of interesting to race with. Like I said, we can't make our way further along here. Got some other mystery races and some other rewards boxes for content we won't be able to get, but that's alright. So I'll go what we can. A few extra prizes we can get from that mystery race. Check out here another day. Alright, that brings us to the end of part 1 of season 14. So we'll have a new set of chapters to start checking out here next week. So I'm find our way into part 2. We'll see what other new races we'll have in store for us as we hop into a second set of the season. So we'd add the new racer there for the season pass for that go around with Lotso, Zerg, and Bo Peep is the other one they'll have in the free track instead of Buzzbook. We're able to check that again when we come along next week. Always lots more racing to do. Play along here with season 14. No toy gets left behind season. Old City Speedstorm here.